There's to Jamie. Yes. Here. He's not here. Okay, gotcha. I know you're getting it. Okay.
Yeah, take it. Oh, well, if you didn't get it, I can't sleep tonight. That's too late.
And you notice the sarcasm, right?
I ain't no telling.
Yes. They made it look good, though.
April 29th. We'll do that.
Yeah.
There we go. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, that's fine. Makes me sense. Okay, got it. That's totally fine. We'll do April 29th, and then we forget that. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I know.
I think EMS ought to pay it.
Okay. We'll call this Barren County Fiscal Court meeting to order. April 15th, 2025, 9 a.m. Please call roll.
Jeff Botts.
Here.
Derek Pettigo.
Here.
Tim Durham.
Here.
Tim Coomer.
Here.
Marty Kinslow.
Here.
Ronnie Stinson.
Here.
Brad Gross.
Here.
Judge Bird.
Here. Today the invocation is led by Mr. Tim Durham, District 3.
Thank you very much. I'm very blessed to be here, blessed to see each and every one of you here today. I appreciate this court very much, appreciate everything that everybody does that's any part of this court. If y'all would now, please bow your head. Dear Heavenly Father, we want to thank you again for being here, the health that we have. We want to ask you to look over each and every one in this court or in this county. Please keep them healthy and do things in your will. We go through this meeting. I'd like to ask that each and every one of us think about this coming weekend, which means a lot to each and every one of us, because if you'll look in Matthew 28:6, he has risen, and it gives every one of us hope for where the future takes each one of us. Go with us through this meeting, and that we do what's in your will and do it what's in pleasing to you most of all, because you are what matters. Thank you, dear Lord. Amen.
Okay, please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, so last night we did have a proclamation that was done here on the square. We did proclaim Paul Revere Day, which will be April the 18th, and we are encouraging all the community to do a day of volunteer work and give back. The local schools are doing a food drive as well, and the food drive will go back to our school system. The county government actually worked with our school system there at the ATC, and they made 2 blessing boxes for us. We're meeting with them today to see where they will be placed on Friday. So that's another thing that we are doing, giving back and working with our community. So that's our part in Paul Revere Day. Today, another thing, we have guests today from the Downtown Business Association, Sherry and Mr. Job and some others. We have people that are here that want to invest in our downtown and beautify our downtown. And I'll tell you this, I've been anxious to get these in because even last night I was staring at those flags and I was like, please. So if you want to say anything or if you just want to present them, we really appreciate these. You can go ahead and speak. Yes.
Thank you so much. We're very proud
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You want to do a picture real quick? Let's do a picture, yes. Fiscal court, really quick. I love it. The Kentucky flag definitely needs it. I've been anxious to. You just come around here. Yeah. Here we go. Yes, I love it. I love it. I even wrote, Garland, I was like, "Look, flags in it." You get everybody? Awesome, thank you so much, thank you, yes. Yes, give them to, yes, I'll take pictures of that too, okay? Yeah, thank you all, that's great. All right, okay. Thank you again for that. We definitely need that. That is needed for the front of the courthouse. So we did part of the day. Adoption of the orders of the day. We need a motion and a second to adoption of the orders of the day.
Motion.
Motion by Botts. Second by Pettigo. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, we need to approve the invoice from Scotty's for $16,620. Motion and a second.
Motion.
Motion by Botts, second by Coomer. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Need to approve the invoice from Scotty's for $89,300. Need a motion and a second. Motion by Stinson. Second by Coomer. Just to make sure everybody understands, these are payments for the repairs to our low water forge after the flood, after the really bad rain before the last rain. So, okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. These are monies that we are putting in to be reimbursed from FEMA. Approve the invoice from Scotty's for $87,150. Need a motion and a second.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Kinslow. Second by Gross. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Need to approve the invoice from ANC Sales for $4,999. Need a motion and a second.
Motion.
Motion by Durham.
Second.
Second by Kinslow. Any discussion? This is for a piece of equipment for the parks. It's a mini skid steer. Is that what it is called? Yes. Gotcha. Okay. $4,999. Yeah, they found it actually yesterday. Or we found it like on Sunday. Yeah. So, and their season starts this week. Okay, gotcha. All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
No.
Motion carries. Approve agreement with American Towers. We're not going to do that right now. We're pushing that to the April 29th meeting. Okay, the next up, welcome. Thank you all for coming today. This is right before Easter, of course. We have announcements today. We have the Easter egg hunt the city is hosting this weekend. What time is that? Does anybody have that? And it's, let's look it up. Glasgow Parks and Rec. I always like to say the announcements. When is the Sip, Shop, and Stroll in the Square 2? May the 3rd. So that's coming up also before our next fiscal court regular meeting. That's always a great event happening in Glasgow. Has anybody got the time for the Easter egg hunt yet? Okay, we'll figure it out for the end. But thank you all for coming today, and we'll get to everything. Let's go. Approval of minutes for the April 1st, 2025. Motion by Coomer.
Second.
Second by Pettigo. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Okay, I've done the announcements. Okay, reports. County Judge Executive report. Approve the county monthly financial report for March 2025. Need a motion and a second.
Motion.
Motion by Pettigo, second by Botts. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Need to approve the county county attorney monthly settlement report. Need a motion and a second. Motion by Coomer.
Second.
Second by Durham. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Need to approve the county clerk March 2025 fee report subject to audit. Need a motion and a second.
Motion.
Motion by Pettigo. Second by Groves. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Need to approve a county clerk first quarterly report. Motion and a second.
Motion.
Motion by Durham. Second by Stinson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Need to approve the sheriff's March 2025 fee report subject to audit. Need a motion and a second. Motion by Gross. Second by Coomer. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Need to approve the sheriff's first quarterly report. Need a motion and a second.
Motion.
Motion by Botts. Second by Coomer. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. I know an event that's coming up actually on Thursday too, for anyone interested in going, is the ribbon cutting and open house for the Boys and Girls Club. It starts at 11:30 on Thursday and it goes until 2:30 is what Mally just told me. So the egg hunt is, somebody just sent that to me as well. Well, it won't come up. The Easter egg hunt for the city is Saturday, and starts at, it's April 19th, and it starts, where's the time? Oh, there it is up here, sorry. The time starts at 1 p.m., so. All right, here we go. Time for reports. Coroner is out today. He's at the coroner conference. County clerk, how you doing? And you might note too, yeah, they were closed.
Yes, I did make a note of that.
Yes.
Because it's very important. So I'll just start with that. Other than good morning, everybody. Tickled to be here. March is over. Yep, we're pretty excited downstairs. If y'all haven't noticed, it's calmed down just a little bit. This Friday is Good Friday, and we, again, that's a holiday for us, so it's a half day. We're going to lock the doors at 11:30, and then we close at noon. So we do 11:30 just because typically the last customers are running in with some big transfers. We got to wait on insurance, and in order to get out by noon, which I feel my staff definitely deserves, we have to we're going to do a soft close at 11:30 and hopefully get everybody out of here by noon on Friday. So thank you all for that addition to holiday. I'm going to make it short because I know our road supervisor is right after me, and he deserves a little more sunshine today, so I'm going to go fast. But for March 2025, our excess fees that we turned over to the court was just over $154,000. That's up 4% from last March. And for the first quarter, the total excess fees that we've turned over is just over $321,000 to the court. So we're excited to keep bringing in the money for y'all. If you need anything, you know where to find me. I will say we've gotten lots of calls recently after Glasgow News 1 did our story on the DocuAlert system. We've had that fraud alert up on our website for a little bit. It is kind of a banner now. If you go to barren.countyclerk.us or simply Google Barren County Clerk, on our homepage you're going to see the red banner at the top. That software management, that's our vendor for the DocuAlert fraud alert system. For any time that a document goes, you have to sign up if you're interested in it. And any time that a document is transferred in or out of a customer's name, so if you have a mortgage or a deed that gets transferred, if you have signed up for DocuAlert, you'll get an email letting you know that there's been a transaction involving a document with your name. on it here in Barren County. So we encourage our residents to go on there and sign up for it. Of course, nothing's 100%, but at least it's a little extra security blanket for folks that do have big concerns about things that may or may not be transferred in or out of their name. So if you have questions, let me know about that. But again, it's on our website. You do have to sign up. It's super, super simple. First name, middle name, I encourage all of that, and last name, and your email address. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
And just to reiterate, we are closed a half a day on Friday, so the clerk's office will close at 11:30 on Friday. Okay, next.
Morning, Court.
Good
Morning.
morning.
Got a couple of reports to give you today. Start with the road crews. In the month of March, they covered 109.4 miles, picked up 798 bags of trash, 22 tires, 16 wildlife, and put in 5,416 inmate hours. For the total for the year up to date, well, up through March, is 362 miles covered, 2,213 bags of trash picked up, 180 tires, 77 wildlife, and put in 16,336 inmate hours. At $15 an hour, that's $245,040 savings to the county. Also, we had our programs audit done last week through DOC. We have programs there at the jail as far as inmates can take through DOC. It gets them time off their sentence, gets them good time. They have to meet certain criteria to even be in these classes. Right now, we're offering MRT, anger management, thinking for good, parenting, portals, new direction, and untangling relationships is a new one that DOC has allowed us to add onto our roster. With that being said, they've done our audit, and we had our audit debriefing with them and KSP and all them the other day, and they was we scored a 96 on our record audit, and we scored a 95 on our programs. I wasn't sure what to expect on these, and I've got all the reports if anybody wants to look at them. It's pretty extensive. I wasn't really sure what to expect until we had our debriefing, and they commended us on how high our scores was. They said those numbers ain't normally that high, and how great that we was doing with our programs. I asked Jay Pointer to come with us today. He's our program coordinator. I wanted to recognize him because without him, we wouldn't be where we's at on this. He puts in countless hours to get our programs to where they're at. Not only does it help the inmates, it also brings in a lot of revenue into the county for each one of these classes that get completed. They pay us for each time that they go to class. We get an attendance fee for that. So not only is it creating us revenue, but it's also helping these inmates for whenever they do get out to maybe better themselves when they come in. So that's all I have today.
Thank you, great job.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank
you
you.
for everything that you do.
Thank you, buddy. Stand up where we can see you back there. We sure appreciate
Good
it.
job. Very good job.
Thank you, Jay. It's a big deal. Thank you.
Okay, next up, Parks and Rec, Chris.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Say, originally, we were scheduled to open up our season actually tonight, but due to the flood weathers, we had to push back. Our opening night now is April the 21st, and so that's when we'll be opening league play. Again, we ended up with 65 teams this year, league-wide. Just got a few announcements real quick. Red Cross Elementary, they offer an after-school program called STLP. We partnered with them. There were 6 students in this Mrs. Brett Smith's class, and they did a fundraiser for our department. And they gathered bats, helmets, gloves, everything that we always seem to be short of here in our department to hand out to some of our kiddos that are less fortunate. And so we appreciate their effort, Red Cross Elementary and the STPL organization. There is going to be an Easter egg hunt at Jackie Browning Park. We're not hosting it as far as our department or county. It's Lori Hernandez and a group of women. It's an adult Easter egg hunt only, ages 21 and up. It's That's ages 21 to 55, and then 55 and up. Again, that's Friday, April the 28th. And last thing on the report is that Barren County High School baseball team, they're offering a youth night to recognize Barren County Parks and Rec this Friday. The meet and greet's at 4:15, and the first pitch is scheduled for 5:30. So all of our league teams are going out, coaches to be introduced, and just recognize that we are their feeder program, and they appreciate everything that we do for the high school. So,
Our
thank you all.
celebrity guest is throwing out the first pitch, is what I heard.
Yeah, still got a little high school eligibility.
The park looks phenomenal. We are planning a big grand ribbon cutting. I'll announce that soon as to the date we're going to do that. So with the new park. So.
Thank
Okay, next up. Who's next? Road Department. Jamie.
Well, good morning, Corey.
Good morning.
Positive for today, the sun's shining. No rain last night. We've had flooding everywhere. I would probably need paper to go from one side to the next to the stuff we've not dealt with in the past week. Second major flooding this year. So we're trying to put roads back together. Poor Garland and me, I think we're on first name basis with FEMA, it seems like, but they're right here. Garland's been on top of that, getting stuff turned in. Susan paperwork, wow. So, any questions, we're trying to get stuff fixed. That's about all I can tell you on one road at a time.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next up, Sheriff.
Well, good morning, Court.
Good morning.
On my side, some of the numbers are kind of flowing as usual. We're 3,300 calls for service so far this year, a variety of things. Also, we've got about 25 or 26 days of school left, Judge, is that right? A little under 30.
Yeah, it's they go through the third week in May this year.
May 23rd is the last day. So I'm reminding you about school traffic. Obviously, we're still doing school traffic here for the next month or so. So that's warmer weather, people get excited and, hey, sometimes get a little fast, but we're still out there in the school traffic. Also, today's the 15th of April, obviously, last day to collect taxes in the sheriff's office. After that, it will go to the clerk's office, so it'll go across the hall. So just kind of put that out. Anyone who hadn't paid their taxes yet will see the clerk and not the sheriff's office. So, any questions or comments for me?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Okay, next up, the Administrative and Budget Committee was canceled, but Mr. Kinslow has been working very diligent with me and Mandy on the budget. We'll talk about that here in a second. The budget first reading will be April the 29th at the special called meeting for the first reading of the budget. So actually it only takes one reading and then we send it off to Frankfurt and then it comes back and then we do the second reading. So, but thank you, Mr. Kinslow, for all your hard work on that.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Okay, Building and Property Committee meeting was canceled. Mr. Botts. So we didn't have that meeting. We did have bids turned in for the sidewalks. They were open and in the office, but we're not moving forward with those right now until we get the funding locked in from Frankfurt. As you know, Frankfurt had a lot worse flooding than we did. I talked to the AOC up there about, we were just talking about this bid that came in, and he sent me a photo of their judicial center in Frankfurt, and it was literally, I think, 3 or 4 feet underwater inside. Yeah, it was crazy. So I don't think our sidewalks are going to get that answer this right now. So we're okay with that. We'll wait till they have the time to get that answer back to us. Okay, Economic Development Committee.
Yes, Judge. We met yesterday. Myself, Squire Kinslow, the judge, and Maureen Carpenter was there. She kind of gave us a little update of everything going on. I get questions all the time about South Cooper. The 100,000 square foot building is under contract. There's been like 4 or 5 showing interest in the 50,000 foot, and there's still like 50 acres of undeveloped in the backside of that complex. So, you think anything I left out, Judge?
No, I mean, she went over everything in regards to not just South Cooper, but Chapacha. Talked about the development in Cave City, and we just listened to basically the work and the money that had been put into that. So, yep, I think so. Okay, next up, Emergency Management Solid Waste Committee, canceled. Anything you want to say, though?
No, other than, Marcus, if you got anything on the cleanup week.
And great job on that,
Morning,
by the way.
Court.
Morning.
On this, this preliminary, I've got 2 sites that hasn't reported yet, and I got one day I gotta reschedule. But so far, 71 dumpsters and 110.74 tons so far, reported. I'm looking at May 2nd being Temple Hills rescheduled day. That's the only day we have to reschedule, but I still got reports from East Barren and what we've finally done at the county road department total, so that's what I'm lacking.
Great job.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marcus.
Do you want to say anything, Garland, just in regards to what you've had to deal with? No, just a lot. We're working on it. I will say to public knowledge, there are roads that are not going to be repaired for a while just due to, not immediately, let's put it that way, because of FEMA. We're waiting back to get money from FEMA to fix those, which would be Ritter's Mill and Glover, and now Oil Well. It's passable, but the big fix will come, yes. Okay. All right, next up, Jail Committee.
We did meet yesterday at 9:30. We really didn't have an agenda for yesterday's meeting, but we just wanted to talk about general business. So we went through some items on for general business, but there really wasn't any action taken to report on.
All right, next up, Parks and Rec Committee meeting was canceled. Do you have anything, Mr. Pettigo?
Not at this time.
Okay. Transportation Committee, Mr. Coomer.
Yes, the Transportation Committee met yesterday and we discussed several things, entrance pipe permit amendments. We've already taken care of those invoices for those 3 roads, so we don't have to deal with that now. The only thing that... Sorry. The only thing we do need a recommendation on, and it was the recommendation of the committee to accept the bid for refurbishing Siddons Road Bridge, something that we'd, I think, if I'm not mistaken, we received enough monies up to about $11,000.
Yeah, it was 700. We received $751,000 towards that project.
This bridge is, I don't know, what, 50 years old maybe?
60.
60. So it's needing repair. So my motion would be to accept the bid of Intech Contracting LLC for the amount of $762,342.98. The road closure, they'll have the road closed for about no longer than 60 days. They said that it looks like maybe they could start in as soon as August. It's going to make it a little inconvenient for some people for a while, but they'll have a lot safer bridge to travel over. So that's my motion.
Okay, there's a motion on the floor.
Second.
Second by Mr. Pettigo. Just to reiterate, out of the 762,000, 751,000 plus, I don't have the exact number in front of me right now, has been received and committed from the bridge money that was set aside for counties. Barren County received the second highest amount at 751,000 plus. So it's a majority almost covered, and we went with the option of 60-day closed that allowed us to make it around that cost. So.
And it might not be that long.
Yes. Okay, any other discussion? Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. I would have done an individual vote on that one, but since it's guaranteed, all of it's paid, I think it's okay. Okay.
That's all I had.
Okay. Next.
No, wait a second.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry?
Material
All
bids.
material bids.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, we discussed the material bids. I'd like to make a motion. We put those out for all the materials of culverts and rock and chip sealing. And we need a motion. I make a motion.
Yes. Mr. Coomer has a motion on the floor.
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Kinslow. Just make sure and please tell anybody and everybody that wants to bid on these. They'll be in the paper this Thursday. Okay, yeah. So they'll be in the paper this Thursday, and make sure and get those bids. They're due, what day are they due? May the 5th. Okay? May the 5th, it's Cinco de Mayo, okay? 10 o'clock. Make sure and get those bids in. So those bids will be effective for the next whole year for us to go by. Yep. Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Okay. Anything else that we've left out?
Thank you.
I think that's it. All right, next up, I need to approve the payment of claims as presented. I need a motion and a second.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Kinslow,
Second.
second by Stinson. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
No.
Motion carries. Need to approve the transfer of funds. Need a motion and a second.
Motion.
Motion by Durham,
Second.
second by Botts. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Need to approve personnel actions. Need a motion and a second.
Motion.
Motion by Botts.
Second.
Second by Comer. Any discussion? I don't know if they needed anything on that. Okay. Just in case they had questions, it's okay. Okay. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Okay, just in case they had any. Okay, just one. Approve resolution agreement for County Road Aid Cooperative Program for July 1st, 2025. I need a motion and a second.
So moved.
Motion by Coomer.
Second.
Second by Pettigo. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. I need to acknowledge the Barren County Extension District Board fiscal year 2025-26 budget. I need a motion and a second.
Make the motion.
Motion by Kinslow. Second by by Gross, sorry. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. I need to acknowledge make sure I'm saying this right, the HF Group Government Records Preservation quote for $9,785. I need a motion and a second.
So moved.
Motion by Coomer.
Second.
Second by Stinson. Any discussion? All in favor? Any discussion? Is this Helena? Is this you? Yeah, I figured, yeah.
I know what it is, but it'd be nice if you just tell people what that is, and if you don't mind. I know you love to get up here.
She likes to talk.
To
Talk to you all.
make it quick.
I'm going to talk in my slow voice. So this is, in our vault, we have some books that are in dire need of repair. So in order to preserve those precious records for our county, it's time that we use some of the storage fee money that we have that can be used for nothing else but storage repairs and expenses. And we're going to repair some of those books that are falling apart. We have some books that we can't get apart to get pages that people need copies of, some old records. So, these books are older than 1973, so older than me, Timmy. So, that's all.
Okay, thank you. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Need to approve the second reading of the ordinance 693 to the budget amendment 1 for fiscal year 2024-2025. I need a motion and a second. Motion by Stinson.
Second.
Second by, which one was that?
Gross.
Gross got that. Second by Gross. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Need to approve the invoice for No Wink for $6,200. Need a motion and a second.
So moved.
Motion by Coomer. Second by Gross. Discussion. Is this, what department is this? Okay, Selena's again. Okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. All in favor say aye.
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 All opposed? Motion carries. Closing remarks. Okay, we got through it pretty quick today. The announcements coming up, like he said, the Easter egg hunt, April the 19th at 1 o'clock. The April the 28th is the adult Easter egg hunt. April the 26th, Sustainable Glasgow's 5K. Is that right? Is it the 26th or the 28th? what, 28th, it's 27th, right? What day is that on? It's a Saturday, which is is that the 26th? Okay, so the 26th, Sustainable Glasgow 5K. It starts at 7:30 a.m. And May 3rd is the Sip, Shop, and Stroll on, basically on the square here in Glasgow. Make sure and check that out. We have, don't forget, Paul Revere Day is on Friday. Is there anything else I'm not thinking about? We will have a special called meeting, April the 29th. That's a Tuesday, right? Is that what we said? Yes. Yeah, it is, because I have PDB the next day, yeah. April the 29th, we'll have it at 9 o'clock, same time, and that'll be our first reading of the budget. And anything else? Is there anything else I'm leaving? Huh?
Don't forget the 26th.
What?
20th.
Is that Easter? Just Easter. You mean just Easter? I was like, okay, gotcha. Easter. Yes. Sorry. Yes, we know Easter. Yes, Easter is coming up. Make sure and celebrate that. Anything else? The county will be closed a half a day on Friday. County clerk's office will close at 11:30. Okay. Need a motion to adjourn.
Make that motion.
Okay. Motion by Durham, second by Coomer. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Meeting adjourned. Thank you. Don't let me forget that, though.